So in life, everyone talks about levels and getting to the next level, whether it's in business or in your relationship. I constantly go through that struggle in my business, taking it to the next level. My jewelry line was in several stores. I felt like I had conquered a milestone and I could do this for the rest of my life. Just the word jewelry means so much to me. I feel like it comes with a lot of responsibility. These pieces are for significant parts in people's lives. You have to treat them carefully. You have to treat them with respect. You know, somebody wants to propose to the love of their life, they call us. Somebody wants to commemorate a milestone birthday, they reach out to us. Or somebody just got a really big paycheck and they want to spoil themselves, they call us. So we make pretty much anything and everything. The top 3 genres of things that we sell are engagement rings, watches, and that might be brand new, pre-owned, or vintage watches, and custom pieces. The customer reaches out to us, I'm looking for this type of ring, here's my budget, what can we get? I'll call my large diamond dealer, this is the client's needs and wants. I then meet with my CAD designer, say, hey, this is what we need to create for the client. That digital render will turn into wax. So once that wax is finished and the client approves it, it then goes to casting process. The wax is turned into gold. The item is then cleaned, pre-polished, and diamonds are set. Each mounting or each ring is custom made for each diamond. We give it to a master polisher who then gives the ring a final polish, a little steam, an ultrasonic bath. It goes in a jewelry box and we pour a wax seal with our logo on top. So what was the catalyst, right? I think there were 2 things in my life that made me realize that I wanted to go into jewelry. Well, actually, I'm sorry, there's 3. One of which was seeing my father's clients' faces when they would pick up a custom piece that he made for them and how much joy it would bring to their face. I think the second thing probably was people being interested in my designs. I thought that was pretty cool and it made me feel like I could really do this. And the third and final one was me realizing that I wasn't that great at school. But I see that as a positive. I don't see that as a negative because it just made me realize maybe this isn't for you and that's okay. When I was younger and I would work at my dad's store on the weekends, he would create this item and people would receive it and they would be filled with joy, and it was like something I'd never experienced before. I felt like my dad was a superhero.
Shayan is the 4th generation. My grandfather was a goldsmith, and my dad decided that doing that stuff goldsmith was kind of hard work. He wanted something easier. When he was 14, that was in Iran, he decided to go into jewelry business. When he was 18 years old, he had his own shop. He became very successful at it. So that's how it all started. And it's still going, more than 100 years.
He left Iran, came to America, had a jewelry store in Beverly Hills for a few years and sort of figured out that retail business wasn't really for him. So he moved his operation to downtown LA. And that's where they started their wholesale jewelry business.
So you would say gold's in your veins?
I guess you could say yes, gold and diamonds is in my veins.
Shayan makes a lot of cool pieces that are really for the next generation.
There's definitely a lot of jewelers in the market nowadays, and some are doing amazing things. The level of execution that is currently around has never been seen before. One of the most difficult projects I had to make was a locking hardware system for John Buscemi's 100mm shoe. To my knowledge, no one had really made a shoe that had gold and diamond hardware that had mechanics behind it. Just the challenge behind it really intrigued me, and I was so happy with the end result and happy that we were able to pull it off. Another one of my favorite projects had to have been this camouflage Cuban link chain that we made for Big Sean. No one had ever done a camouflage print on a custom link chain before, and to make sure it really translated was extremely difficult. Thankfully, he loved it, And I was really impressed by the fact that we made that come to life. One of the most creative projects we worked on was a custom Monopoly set that Kim Kardashian gifted to Kanye West. We created custom player pieces that represented different aspects of his life. I thought it was so thoughtful that she had this idea of creating a custom Monopoly set for him because of his love of the game Monopoly. And it's something I really have never heard of. Giving my clients the best product I possibly can is of utmost importance to me. People always say champions or racehorses, they don't look to the left or to the right when they're in a race, right? But I think what I struggled with most personally when I started my own business was my insecurities. I compared myself to a lot of other jewelers. You know, one of your clients go to another jeweler, or you could see another jeweler do something that you tried to do but 10 times better. But for me, most of the time, that's just fuel. The pressure is that driving force behind our evolution. My company's name is my name, and that has my last name in it, and that has several generations of jewelers behind it. Hey, what's up? Hey, come here. What? Hey. Huh? Hey. Oh, it's mom. You're just happy to be home. Great.
I mean, jewelry industry is evolving all the time, so it's really hard to pinpoint what jewelry business is.
I think the favorite aspect of this industry or this business is the relationships I make with my clients. I have clients from a wide variety of different industries, and it's so amazing to just meet these people, converse with them, and learn from them. A lot of my clients are successful individuals in their own arenas. I love being able to learn new things from them. I really fear becoming comfortable or complacent. If we didn't constantly evolve, we'd probably be left behind.
Jewelry is not a necessity, something you need to have. So people, when they buy jewelry, they do it because it makes them feel good. So when they buy it, they're happy. You know, when they leave, they have a smile on their face. So that's why we're in the happiness business, I would say.
In all honesty, I just winged it. I definitely learned a lot from my father. A lot of it was just trial and error. I definitely failed way more times than I succeeded. Being uncomfortable is probably the most difficult thing, but it'll reap the most benefits for sure.